Mary Magdalene and the other Mary find the tomb empty, and they're afraid. Who has taken the body? What's going on? They're still in the throes of the crucifixion, and they don't know what to do. They are very much afraid. And who appears in their midst but Jesus? And when they recognize him, they do him homage and kneel at his feet. And what is Jesus' words to them? Do not be afraid. Then they go and tell the disciples about what had happened. And there's again, chaos in that room because they don't believe Mary Magdalene and the other Mary. And Peter goes and finds the tomb empty, and then people come to believe. Sometimes it takes time for people to believe and to understand what faith is about. In the first reading from the Acts of the Apostles, it is 50 days after the resurrection that Peter and the disciples leave that upper room and go proclaim the risen Lord. So they didn't do it immediately. It took them time. And in that time, they discerned what had happened, what was going on, and what was it like to see the risen Lord and experience him in different ways in those 50 days. When he appeared to them in the upper room, and when he appeared to them and told them to go out into the world. Our faith, I think, during this Easter season is a reminder that it's something that grows in our hearts. When we were young, we believed certain things. And as we grew in maturity and our faith began to develop, we began to understand Jesus in a different way. And I think even as we gather during these Easter days, that we remember that life is a journey, that we are an Easter people, and each and every one of us is called to go proclaim the risen Lord to the world around us. The disciples did it in Jerusalem. We do it in our homes, in our offices, in our schools, and when we encounter people in other places. So as an Easter people, we are not afraid because we know the Lord is risen. We are believers because of our faith. And we grow in our faith because the Lord is always with us and promised at the resurrection that he would not abandon us, and kept reminding his disciples that promise he made before he died, that he would have to go away for a while, but he would return. And we know that he is with us in spirit, and we celebrate that. So we are an Easter people. Let us rejoice and be glad in our faith, and let us spread that faith with great joy.